by the Education Minister, Angie Motshekga, not so long ago, really regarding the start or the restart of the school year this year. And let's get more reaction with regards to this. The NATU President, Allen Thompson, does join us then as well. Allen, thank you so much for the time this afternoon here on SABC News. Are you perhaps then, shall we say, relieved at the news that children aren't going to necessarily be forced to go to school today and have at least a week to prepare?
Well, thank you very much for having us as the National Teachers Union. I just want to indicate that we are not necessarily relieved, but we are happy that the minister has finally decided to concede to the fact that the majority of the schools in the Republic of South Africa are not ready to receive both the learners and the teachers. Our worry is that she issued a circular inviting all teachers through the media statement, inviting all teachers to come and report for duty, and failing to acknowledge that there are those teachers who are 60 years and older who are not supposed to report for duty, and those that are having the comorbidities. We are worried that some of them reported for duty today, only to find that they do not have even the PPEs delivered in their school, and their schools have not been properly cleaned. Some of the schools were not even fumigated. Some of the schools have not even received people who will be responsible for the screening of teachers and screening of learners. There are no PPEs for the learners, and we are worried that the department is repeating one and the same mistake, a mistake of pronouncing a date even before they could pronounce the date for all these things that must be done, that will be finalized. We're expecting them at least to firstly pronounce the date that when are we going to have all PPEs in school? When are we going to have substitute educators? How are they going to appoint the additional teachers, especially because some of the teachers will have to be exempted from their duties due to the comorbidities. And another factor is the issue of the cleaners again. Some of the schools are without the cleaners, and teachers are finding themselves being compelled by the principals of school to clean the environment because the schools do not even have a single person that can be able to assist to make sure that the school is properly cleaned, is properly fumigated. They have been dumping chemicals in school without principals of schools knowing what to do with those chemicals.
Yeah, I think no matter what, Allen, we can both agree that certainly this is a failure on the Department of Education's side here. How are you supporting them then in this case? As the union, who's continued to, of course, make known the scenario and the situation on the ground, what is your best way to support government in ensuring that things get to where they should be?
Well, the first thing that we have already done is to encourage all the principals of schools to report for duty. And secondly, we have been in constant communication with the Department of Basic Education. But unfortunately, the consultation was just a formality as far as we are concerned. It was as if the department wanted just to tick the boxes, not necessarily make all the contributions that we've been making. We have been reporting cases, saying to the department, what is it that... but at least right now, we are doing the monitoring. We are making sure that at least all the schools that have not received the necessary hygiene and sanitation material are reported to the department. We are doing that free of charge because right now the department has decided to appoint the independent team of auditors who will be doing the monitoring, giving them feedback on how is it going on the ground. So that is the critical role that we are playing in ensuring that they don't continue to break the regulations and by compelling teachers to go to work when the teaching environment does not allow any worker to report for duty. So I think that we are playing a critical role. The only thing that the department must do is to consider all the submissions we are making, not necessarily to shut us down and ignore all the contribution and steam ahead with the program and the plan that they have, and only to tick boxes and pretend as if they are consulting us.
NATU President there, Allen Thompson, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciated your concerns. Well noted indeed, and shared amongst quite a few South Africans, not just unions as well. So we appreciate your time as well then this afternoon. We head on over to a short break.